producer.
Hey. Look, they say good days are coming soon. I'm just tired of waiting. And tears falling in my prayers. I've been crying for patience. I'm scarred. I gotta live the rest of my life with abrasions. You can't convince me that time isn't wasting. I feel like Hamilton the way I've been writing these pages. So you can call me, but you best be on time with the payments. So you can turn this off if you don't like what I'm saying. Or if these lines are too basic. Just know my life getting crazy. Times is getting harder, that could really spark an artist. And I ain't giving up for nothing, I just try my hardest. I say a prayer for the ones departed. A cold world, I just want to show how pure my heart is. But I see the comments, stories going around about the kid, but I'm so timeless. Bad energy can't get to me. I'm the reason why we like this, allegedly. But once I see the best from you, that's when you get the best from me.
Okay. We are back once again. Happy Saturday. You know what day it is. It's Saturday, the WWE pod with myself and Mr. Lando Rhodes. Just a reminder, this is a live recording. We are recording this on Friday night / Saturday morning, I guess, if you want to call it that. So feel free to let us know how you're doing today in the chat, and I'll probably be in there talking with you guys while watching this past vid. So it's basically me watching me, because nothing's more important than self-love. So, hey, welcome back to Ball Central. Back at it again with the WWE Pod. We are here, I believe, live on Facebook. Well, recorded live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Feel free to follow all the socials to stay up to date with everything. Feel free to follow us on all our platforms to watch all our content and stay up to date with everything as well. Also, all the audio platforms, if you like to listen to pods instead of watch it. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Spotify for podcasters. So, hey, with that being said, before we get into the latest on Raw and SmackDown, we have a lot to go over. Lando, how are we doing today?
Good. This new year, we got to start it off strong. $200 incoming, plus a possible 25. You know why?
Yeah,
you know why that.
I think Wake Forest just scored.
Well,
It's 43-29.
Well, that's great. Love that. So already starting the new year with over an income of plus $225. It's not bad.
So it looks like. So hey, for me, this is our first WWE pod of the year. So hey, I'm glad we started this. So A, great way to get consistent WWE content out, and B, more time to spend with the little one, our junior correspondent, my little brother. So.
Oh my God, we haven't made a WWE podcast in a year. Isn't that weird?
A week.
We haven't made a podcast in a year. That's crazy.
Yeah, our junior correspondent. Okay, so hey, we're gonna get things going, and we are going to kick it off with our Raw recap. So basically, I think we agreed on to talk about 4 things. I'll figure out the whole show because that would take forever. So, first one up is Division kicks off Raw. Basically, 1 week after CM Punk and Rey Mysterio lying, it was basically not even a Vision or a CM Punk segment. It was more CM Punk versus Braun Breaker segment. So yeah, they basically had a bar back and forth, Braun and Punk. Basically, I think one last exchange before they face off this upcoming Monday Night Raw for the title on the Netflix anniversary. So yeah, some pretty good jabs were put on back and forth. So what do you think about the exchange, and how good do you think it's going to make the match coming up this Monday?
This is going to be a solid match, and I'm going to take some words from Michael Cole here. This match, if Braun Breaker wins, this could shake up everything. Because you have a lot of chances to put Braun Breaker versus a lot of people, and this could set up for good matches. Let's see who's Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker. Who else is in that Raw roster that I can name? Maybe Austin Theory when he turns face. That's literally all I can name. Just division. So I know there's a lot more males on that Raw roster, but I cannot think right now. But there's a lot of opportunities you could do with Braun Breaker on this as a champion. So I think Michael Cole's correct for saying this match can shake up some things. It can shake up a lot on the roster.
Right. Okay. Honestly, I'm looking forward to this match, just because of basically it could be a new era for Raw, as they could potentially move Braun Breaker to that star status. Since we saw a lot of people come up on SmackDown recently as well, so yeah, this is a big moment for Braun Breaker, since this is every day for CM Punk. He's been in the title match before, so yeah, this is huge for someone like Braun Breaker to see what his potential is. So yeah,
Just imagine Braun Breaker beats CM Punk for the title. Break the walls down. Chris Jericho out of nowhere. That'd be
uh,
hilarious.
CM Punk will, I think he'll show up. We'll see. Next up, the Battle of the Latinas. Stephanie Valkyrie defeats Nikki Bella and Raquel Rodriguez to retain the title. And the big question now is, what's next for Stephanie Valkyrie?
I'm gonna answer this question with an answer that you will like a lot. You know who I'm talking about. Um, there's this woman on the roster, came back from an injury, helped Dominic win that IC title against John Cena. Goes by the name Liv Morgan.
Yep.
I
Yippee!
mean, yeah, Liv Morgan is probably the safest option here, as Rhea and Io are looking for tag titles. Asuka and Kyrie are fighting with Rio. Becky and Maxine are on a collision course. God knows what's going on with AJ Lee right now. She's probably taking time finishing some stuff, and then she's ready to go. But if anything, AJ Lee, Liv Morgan, if she wins the title, I wouldn't mind. AJ Lee going for a big title, and actually, it would be nice to see AJ Lee win one big title before she ultimately retires. So yeah, definitely Liv Morgan is the next option.
I agree. I think Liv Morgan is the next step for Stephanie Valkyrie. She's had a great 2025. Hopefully, continues for 2026. Let's see. Next up, it was, what do we pick? Not that one. Not that one. Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory made his, I believe, his first match back in WWE after
No,
the second.
yeah, because the tag team, remember?
Oh yeah, tag team. So yeah, Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Obviously Logan Paul helped Theory win, but to prevent Rey Mysterio getting jumped, Penta has returned. So we're probably going to see a lot of Penta and Rey versus Austin Theory and Logan Paul. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's something for them to do. It's nice to see Penta back after that injury during the John Cena tournament. So I mean, yeah, this we'll see where Austin Theory is at. This is basically another chance for him after his first run wasn't so successful, wasn't getting over with the fans, yada yada. Vince McMahon gave him the green light, but nothing really happened with that. So yeah, we'll see what he can do with this potential vision run, or could be a potential spy for Seth Rollins.
Shout out to Penta.
I agree. Shout out to Penta.
Big Zero Miedo.
Yep. Next up. Okay, the last one for Raw World Tag Team Championships: Usos versus AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. Now, I did not expect. I thought the Usos were going to lose and Jey Uso was going to crash out, but the latter happened. The Usos actually became 9-time champions.
Yeah. What a way to bring in the new year. I mean, it would be a little bit interesting to see what they do from there. But hey, they're 9-time champions, further solidifying a Hall of Fame ballot and just being one of the best tag teams in history.
Yep, and I think they might be saving the crash out for when they lose the titles. Actually, Because I
Ooh.
think if Jay loses the titles, then he might crash out and turn heel on his brother. So that's also a possibility. We will see. Next up, we're gonna head over to SmackDown. This was the first SmackDown of 2026, and the first SmackDown where they go back to 3 hours. So it's gonna be a lot of action, a lot of people able to get on TV. So glad they went back to 3 hours. So that means more time for more featured players. So speaking of players, Miz kicked off the show, airing his grievances about the year going into 2026, and we have Randy Orton returning and RKOing him. So, as both of us who love Randy Orton, some more than others, since our sister loves him, it's nice to see Randy back to kick off the year because he's been gone for a while. So, yeah, WWE is always better when Randy Orton's in it. So, what do you think
Yep.
about Randy returning?
Shout out to our sister. Baller Central Sis. Anyways, yeah. This is gonna be a boost for the roster. Of course, you get more experience with Randy Orton coming back. I don't let's be honest. What was Randy Orton doing in that time? Because
I
he
think
looked healthy.
he had a sling on one of the things, didn't he?
Yeah, but he looked healthy with when on his episode with Speed Series, the Speed Series. He looked fine, to be honest. Maybe they were just like he was getting a writing break or something, or a little vacation.
Yep.
He would deserve a vacation because by
Yeah.
God, you don't want to injure the guy. But yeah, shout out Randy Orton, shout out Baller Central Sis.
Next up, we have one of the biggest moves on the SmackDown show. Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, has officially signed to WWE and will be part of the SmackDown roster alongside his wife Chelsea Green. So, in his debut or return match, or whatever you want to call it, Matt Cardona defeats Kit Wilson. So, I mean, with SmackDown how it's been lacking the last couple months, I think this was a very, very important episode for them to set the tone and to prove that they're not playing around this year. So I think adding Matt Cardona to the show definitely helps.
Yes, and that's the thing. Add more experience, add more depth, because right now, if we compare the rosters, Raw's better on everything. Better
Even on,
mid. Well, yeah, probably everything except for the tag division. If we're being honest, because better mid card with Maxine and Becky. Better. mm, mm, what would you say? Would you say that the main title for the men's and the women's is better on Raw than SmackDown?
I think the men's title, like the world championship, is better on Raw. But then I think the women's, mm, I think the men's and women's champions are both better on Raw because I
Yeah,
think Jade hasn't had much chance. We barely shot Jade tonight, so
yeah,
it depends for me.
and that's the thing. We need more. In my opinion, I think we need to have Jade on a. We need to give Jade a little bit longer of a match, more longer, so she can like get it. Probably, I know Jade can have a classic. We just need to see her prove it because they're making her have like quick matches, and I
Yeah,
think
because it doesn't show how dominant she is.
yeah. And then once she actually faces someone, I want to see her have a great long match, longer than a minute, because that's what they're making a shirt on a minute. So of course they're gonna have her do a minute. But yeah, I want to see her build up. Anyways, talk back to what we were talking about. With Matt Cardona coming back, you add more depth, and they're bringing more people from NXT too. Trick Williams was here. We'll talk about him a little bit later, I think. Jordan Gray, one of my favorite wrestlers coming out of NXT, Jordan Grace is here. Possibly. We know how I love
Possibly.
Jordan Grace.
That was not confirmed yet.
I hope.
See, Jordan Grace was shown talking to Nick Owens about a possible move to SmackDown. Not confirmed yet.
I hope she's on SmackDown. They need it. They need it. Honestly. Cause imagine what type of match we could get with Jordan Grace and Jade Cargill.
I can only imagine.
Like, we can only imagine. But
So,
yeah, well needed depth movements from SmackDown, getting Zack Ryder,
yep.
Matt
So
Cardona.
next up, WWE SmackDown adds another big player. Former NXT star, like Lando said, Trick Williams joins the brand to interrupt Sami Zayn's quest for gold. So they pretty much had a back and forth promo. Trick Williams letting the people know who he is and what he's about. And yeah, this was a nice ad for SmackDown because they needed a lot since they're moving back to 3 hours. And I think Trick Williams on SmackDown is a better move than him on Raw. You have his wife there on Last Legend, who they formally got engaged to. You got Carmelo Hayes there, which they have history, obviously, and potentially, I think they might do something with Sami Zayn and Trick Williams. So, I think if there's someone that you want your first rivalry be with, I think Sami Zayn is definitely one of those guys. So, yeah, I think they're planning a lot for Trick Williams. Hopefully, they give him a proper push like they did with. Hopefully, it's not as long as Carmelo Hayes' push. So, we'll see. What do you think about Trick joining SmackDown?
I mean, I also add they also have Ilya Dragunov, which they have history too, so that's another check. But yeah, it's just SmackDown. Just keep trying to build up your depth. And I noticed when he came out, there was a pretty sizable pop. They were doing that whoop that trick. They were singing it. So pretty sizable pop. And yeah, they continue to do this. They bring Sol Rook out. She gets a pretty good pop. Car- uh, Jordan Grace gets a pretty good pop. Yeah, and these NXT roster stars, they're gonna make their impact on this roster real quick. I hope they make their impact real quick because they're setting themselves up to be superstars the way Trick Williams debuted, and he's getting a match next week. So I think WWE is set up for success in the future. They just got to play this right.
That's true. Also, apparently, it was hard to tell how many fans were actually chanting for Trick and how much of it was being piped in by WWE. So it could have been fake noise, but it didn't look like the crowd reacted to him as much as supposed to look like. Oh,
Oh
so
wow.
Mr. Music
Oh well.
Carmelo Hayes won the U.S. title back. I mean, he retained it against Gargano. This was a hell of a match. Next up, I think this is the last thing we're talking about since the last two were Julia getting her title back from Chelsea Green, which is I think they should be pushing Julia how they pushed Stephanie Valkyrie last year. So hopefully she can get that Stephanie Valkyrie treatment in 2026. And the last one, the close of the show, Damian Priest beat Aleister Black in a ambulance match with help from Rhea Ripley since Zelina Vega got involved. So hey, but I think this is going to be a bigger topic. So me and Lando are going to talk about this instead. So the stages of hell for McIntyre and Rhodes will be a standard wrestling match. The second would be a Falls Count Anywhere match. And the third would be a cage match. And obviously during all the talk and stuff, Drew McIntyre took a picture of Cody and Dusty Rhodes from his tour bus and stomped on it. And he also lit it on fire and put it in a trash can. So how do you think we're going to get the same thing, Cody Rhodes winning, or are we actually going to get Drew McIntyre finally beating Cody Rhodes for a title?
To be honest, I wouldn't mind either or, but I would kind of like to see McIntyre win because here's why. We're probably getting a different type of Cody going into Berlin because you can't be the same person after the dude literally burns a picture of you and your father. Like, let's be honest, if Drew McIntyre were to do that to you, would you be the same man going into the match, or would you be different?
Right.
You'd obviously be more vengeful, and obviously, I think Cody Rhodes turns heel. Yeah, I mean, it might be the way things are going right now. Him invading into his house, I think this sets up for a Cody Rhodes heel turn. I mean, we're gonna have to pull the trigger one time this year. So, and it'd be interesting to see his depth and get more style points. So, I think this is where they cut it loose and let Cody Rhodes turn heel. He's gonna be a different man come Berlin.
Yeah. Honestly, I think they give Cody Rhodes one more win over Drew McIntyre. Because I think Randy Orton will probably be the guy that takes the title away from Cody. Because earlier in the night, Randy Orton did say he wants he's going after the title after Berlin. So either I think Randy Orton mistakenly costs Cody Rhodes the title, or B, Cody Rhodes wins and then Randy Orton is the one that takes the title off of him. One of the two things will happen.
I think that first one's gonna happen. Mistakenly causes Cody the title, and I think Cody lashes out on Randy, making him turn heel and making Randy Orton the face versus Cody Rhodes. So that would be crazy, and I would like that because remember the last time those two men faced, I'm pretty sure Randy Orton was the heel and Cody Rhodes was the face. So
right. Okay. So yeah, is there anything else you want to bring up before we head out? Because yeah, we wanted to make sure these recaps aren't too long, and also the WWE pods aren't too long. So yeah, 4 things from Raw, 4 things from SmackDown. I'll go first to give you some time. Yeah, potentially we might get the return of Chris Jericho this upcoming Monday Night Raw, or the Netflix anniversary special. Honestly, and he's also in recent pictures, he looked like he slimmed down a lot to try to get in better shape for his WWE run. Listen, I'm a big Chris Jericho fan. He's one of my top favorite wrestlers of all time. But yeah, let's hope this run isn't, let's hope this run doesn't take off too much time for other WWE superstars and wrestlers. Just because, yes, Chris Jericho is a legend. Obviously, he's done a lot for WWE. But at the same time, WWE needs to make sure that they put other people, the young people, the people that they want coming up to the shows over as well, because you can't just keep putting over legends when you want to, get ready for your future. Because guys like Cena, who just retired, he's old. Punk's old. Roman Reigns is old. And if you keep bringing back people like Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho, it's gonna be less time for your younger guys to get on the screen. And there's a reason why maybe they might not know them as much, or the fans won't resonate with them because they're not on TV as much, because you keep putting on the same old acts that got you there that are now older. So I'm just hoping Chris Jericho's run doesn't put up too much TV time for the rest of the people.
yeah. So for what I'm going to be talking about, you're talking about the old. I'm going to be talking about the new. I just want to put a little superstar spotlight. Shout out Megan Walker. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shout out Megan Walker. Please, WWE, please set her up for success. I want to see her on the screen. I want to see her be successful in life. Because you... oh, boy. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna end it there.
Anyway, wait, I'm not done yet. Yeah, Megan Walker set her up for success. Also, WWE, do not fumble this new generation. This is probably one of the best women's division for NXT and WWE we've seen in a while. And we have some good men's superstars: Obafemi, Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Javon Evans. The future is bright.
Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah. Gunther. WWE, I'm begging.
35.
What? He's probably going to be there still in the future, in his 40s. Please, WWE, push Megan Walker as soon as she gets into the main roster. For me, personal reasons. And also, do not have a generational fumble with this new era. This new era, they know how to wrestle. They're pretty spectacular. We've seen the level they can put on that triple threat at Stand and Deliver to end the show.
So
Which
others?
Zarya, Obafemi, Trick, Javon, their triple threat.
Ricky Saints probably get up there too. Jordan Grace got to get up there too.
Yeah. So all I'm saying, if WWE makes this a generational fumble, we're gonna have some problems. I'm gonna please push Megan Walker. Please put Tyra May Steele in more time. Yep. Just don't fumble the badger.
So hey, that is the WWE live recording pod for the week. Next Saturday, we will give you a recap of the first Raw of 2026 and obviously the second Smackdown of 2026. Let's see if we'll be talking about Chris Jericho showing up or not. We'll see what happens because it's a lot. There's going to be a lot of important matches on that card. And a lot of different moments for that card. I believe Punk versus Brian Breaker, tag team match as well. Riho versus the Kabuki Warriors. So yeah, a lot of it. And the last time we had Netflix special on the debut, we had Rhea Ripley take the title away from Liv Morgan. We had a lot of changes. Also, CM Punk beat Seth Rollins. So yeah, we can see a lot of different changes like we saw last Raw for on Netflix, the debut of it. So hey, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and comment down below, subscribe, put on notifications so you know when we upload. If you tuned in on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, feel free to say what's up. Thank you for tuning in. Feel free to follow all our socials to make sure you stay tuned and to tune everything. Follow all the audio platforms if you love listening to the pods instead of watching it. And make sure to check out our gaming channel where we play WWE, NBA, NFL, and more. So hey, with that being said, from me and Lando Rhodes. Lando, you can hit us with the outro if you want.
We'll see you next time on Baller Central. Deuces, ooses.
And route, enjoy the rest of your day. Deuces, ooses.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love with Gene?
Oh, look. I felt that way lots of times.
He's a producer?
Hey, I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. Yeah, you know I need the sweet love, cocoa butter kisses that I could only dream of. Making people want the love we have when they see us. I love ya, I want ya, girl, I really need ya. Is it real? Is it real? See, I don't wanna question this. Real? Is it real?